how do you think about and what are the trends that you've been monitoring the role of technology in parenting? Are you finding it that generally it's a positive because it's creating bigger communities and it gives parents with questions outlets, or are you finding that the same kind of misinformation that is causing challenges in the political world, the business world, the economic world, all the other spaces is also leaking into parenting?
I think it's almost 50-50. I think that there are so many wonderful things about the digital world, about social media. I think for so many families, it's given them the ability to provide and to put food on the table for their children without missing out on time with them. I think there are so many mothers and fathers who have been able to make careers out of social media from their phones. And we live in, especially if you live in the United States, we live in a culture that really makes it nearly impossible to be a dual income family with two traditional jobs. So I think that that aspect of what social media has given so many families is invaluable. I also think that, 10 years ago, if you say had a miscarriage, you maybe felt very, very alone. And then all of a sudden, the conversation really entered the digital arena and people were talking about that on social media. So you realized you weren't alone. I think digital technology, I mean, even things like just being able to Google has given people so many answers to questions that they didn't have. At the same time, like we talked about, I think that sometimes that access to information can be just overwhelming and it can make you forget that there is an instinctive element to being a parent and that every child is different and that every family is different. That also, I think we have to talk about the fact that the algorithms prioritize these very extreme views. So often, what you will see are not the balanced, measured takes on what it is to be a parent. They are the very extreme voices. And that can absolutely warp not only our expectations of what it is to have a family, but also the standards we hold ourselves to.